I don't want to hear myself. Doo-poo? Hang on a second.
My name's not Jeff.
Jefe. El Jefe. Hang on.
My name's not Jeff. Alright, let's see if it'll work.
Jefe. El Jefe. Hang on.
All right.
That's no good. Oh, here we go. Turn the soundboard volume down to about 50. That's no good. Oh, here we go. Turn the soundboard volume down to about 50.
This. They can hear you. Keep them entertained.
Oh, we're keeping people entertained? Are you not entertained?
Someone said something about how fitting is it that Purple Baylor is doing Baylor's game.
They just I don't really know where the Purple Baylor thing came from. Like I don't even know how that started. Probably some jealousy on somebody's part. I don't really know where the Purple Shot, do you have any input on where the Purple Baylor idea came from?
I have no idea, man. You know, it can only be one of us, so you know.
And all I know is this is what I'm saying to Baylor.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
At all.
True. Baylor gonna get to meet Purple Baylor at some point this season. Don't worry. Then we're gonna have a lot of
Emotional damage.
then we're gonna have a lot of. Because calling us Purple Baylor is kind of sus. I'm just saying.
And very disrespectful.
I needed to find a bunch of good sounds for the soundboard. So if anybody has good sounds for a soundboard that I need to download, just shoot me a message. I needed to find a bunch of good sounds. Someone just broke into my house.
It is 101 degrees in Waco today.
That's gonna be fun.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Okay, I think we're good now. Y'all ready?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're ready.
Let's get it.
We're already live, so I'm clicking on it now.
Yeah, I do kind of need that. All right, ECFL, welcome to Game 1 on your Tuesday night special. You have me, Beard on Blast, and the one and only best running back in the ECFL, Rashad Watson.
Yes, sir. That is me, and that is I. Let's get this game going.
Shad, what do you think about going into this game? What do you expect here?
Man, look, I'm expecting Baylor to come out and try to put up some points against San Diego State, man. You know, it's going to be a close game either way it goes, though.
Yeah, green TCU is looking to make a statement here. I guess they're going yellow TCU today. They're going to be on defense first. Do you like that call? Do you like getting the ball at the half, or do you want to just go ahead and put that statement out there?
Yeah, man, I think receiving the ball at halftime is a good move. You know, you don't. If you're down at halftime, you know how you need to come out and make plays. So it's a good decision.
Long Armor takes that first pass, throws it incomplete. Baylor, excellent coverage there. Going to come out in the trips at the bottom of your screen. Good run though. Hustle picks up 13. What do you think the key to this game is for Baylor and San Diego State? What are their keys? How do they win?
Man, I think San Diego State has to get Dolph Hustle involved early and keep feeding him. That's just me. You know, he's a great athlete.
Spoken like a true running back.
Of course.
All right, what about for Baylor? What's Baylor got to do?
Baylor just got to keep scoring. You know, put more points up than San Diego State.
I agree. I think we've seen something different. We saw Baylor attempt at the beginning of the season to be a triple option team, and then they left the triple option behind and went to passing. And since then, they've been really pass heavy as Ivy almost picks that ball off. Whereas San Diego State, I feel like, has tried to be a little bit more balanced and run heavy. So I agree. You know, if Baylor can come out and play their game plan, they should be able to score a lot more points than SDSU.
Absolutely. You know, as long as Baylor can stop Dolph in the receiving and the run game, they may have a chance.
I know they got to stop getting Dolph the ball in the flats on a screen, because those screen plays very rarely work. And luckily for us, we have the most athletic and durable players in football history. Otherwise, Dolph might be hurt.
Absolutely.
Come out in 3rd and 12, 2x2 base set. This has got to be a pass play. Dolph out of the backfield. They're looking, taking a shot deep. Got a man. Hits him on the run. Just chill. 44 yards and a tutty.
Yeah, man. Just chill. Definitely burnt that DB right there on that pass. You know, that was man on man, and the best man won.
Oh, 100%. I know there's some hurt feelings on the sidelines because Coach Cowboy is probably all up in somebody's grill about that defensive play call.
Yeah, man. You know, San Diego State caught him sleeping. I mean, yeah, they caught him sleeping there. So good play call.
Well, now Baylor's got a chance to answer back. Not the best return, 16 yards, but it's not about where you start, it's about where you finish. Going to come out in a offset eye, kind of. Hands it off up the middle.
Okay. We see Baylor trying to establish the run with Austin Wilson first up front, you know.
Good pick up 4, make it a 2nd and 6. 4 yards 3 times as a first, so they'll take that all day. Trips to the top of your screen. Under center, handoff again. Shakes off 2 guys. Almost shakes off 3 and 4. Picks up 9 and a first.
It's definitely a tough run by Austin there to break those tackles and to get the first down.
Looks like Baylor changed their game plan on me to make me look bad, because I thought they were going to throw a lot more. Speaking of throws, here comes the screen. Got blockers, though, but the blockers decide not to block the guys in front of them.
Yes,
Still manages to pick up 4.
He definitely had the blocks there. I don't know if they had their eyes closed or something, but they definitely missed the defenders there.
Oh, they aren't going to get any presence from their running back on that one. 2x2 base. Going to fake the handoff. Zone read. Got plenty of space. Still up. Still not down. Still up. Finally drug down. Walker for 13.
Wow, that's what you call not giving up on the play. They get no extra yardage there when they thought he was down.
Yeah, you can't teach effort. Coming out in a single back. Going to hand it off. It's a halfback dive, basically. Austin Wilson picks up 3. Going to bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah. You know, good first down carry there by Austin.
Coming back out in the 2 tight end overload set. 1 tight end motions to the bottom of your screen. And just absolutely no blocking up front. I don't know who 66 is, but he's probably going to get a heavy talking to. 68, because he didn't even touch that guy. Or may have been 55.
Yeah, he didn't touch a soul, as we saw, who was that? Gary Evans, sophomore linebacker with the blitz and the sack.
Going to bring up 3rd and extra long. Throws under the middle. That's not going to get it. It's going to get 6 back, put him in 4th and 9 at midfield. Probably a punt.
Yeah, I don't know if he was just trying to get the ball away or just get some extra yards, but it definitely wasn't enough to move the chains.
Not at all. Here's the punt. San Diego State brings the heat. Kicks it out of bounds. Does it get out or does it go through? Touchbacker on the one. Which one? Touchback. That's unfortunate. I thought he had him pinned on that one. Going to bring the man in motion across the top. Tight end now at the top of your screen. Everybody's going out for passes. San Diego State throws underneath. Got a man. He is Jet Turner, 7 yards, breaking tackles everywhere.
Hey, we see San Diego State getting everyone involved in the passing game right here. As we saw Just Chill, we see Jet Turner, and we also saw Dolph Hustle in the passing game.
Ocho trips to the top of your screen. Ooh, just long armor just misses that one. He had his man there with a little bit of room to move in front of him.
Yeah, he definitely threw that a little too hard for him to catch that.
Tried to catch the DBs and the linebackers sleeping, giving too much cushion. There's an underneath throw to Hustle. Hustle shakes off the first man, but it's not enough. He loses 2, brings up 4th and 5, and another punt.
Yeah, man. So far, we're seeing, I believe, 3 screens, and each one has been for negative yards.
That's not what you want at all. Coach Otang down there expressing his ultimate love for the screen pass. Punt's going to get them great field position. Lots of blockers. Could be a clipping call, but I don't see a flag.
Heck of a return by Nathan Noble there.
26 yards and going to put them in excellent field position. Fake the handoff, zone read. Again, pushing, strong-armed. Second guy, Walker gets there, the second guy gets to Walker and takes him down, but picks up 6.
Yeah, man, you know, this great field position, Baylor has to put some points on the board on this drive right here. As you see Chris Cook with the tackle for loss there.
I lost connection for a second.
As he kept containment as he did his job there.
You don't want to settle for a field goal here, but, points are points early in the game. Going to throw the wheel route. Got his man wide open. Nobody thought about picking up Austin Wilson. He's going to take 16 in first.
Yo, that was the most perfect wheel route ever. He took it as far as he could to out of bounds and cut it up. That's like, you can't coach that.
Gutsy call too, because the protection hasn't been great for Baylor right now. Come out, trips to the bottom of the screen. Plenty of time, it looks like. Throws underneath, got a man, 7 yards, 2nd and 3, very manageable.
Yeah, Nathan Noble with a little 7-yard on curl route.
That's all you can ask for.
As Baylor is slowly knocking on the door.
Throwing out them zone beaters. Comes the single back blocking fullback / tight end. Man in motion for the Jet. Going to bring him all the way in the backfield. Becomes a fake triple option, and Austin Wilson powers through for 7. He said, "Give me the ball, coach. I want it."
And I mean, he lowered his shoulder and ran straight through 2 defenders at the same time. He wanted more than they did.
Genesee, you are absolutely right. Yellow TCU looking good. Pulling out the run game. They almost have a Rashad Watson, it looks like.
I wouldn't give him that much credit.
Yeah, okay, that's true. I'm just trying to be nice.
Maybe next year.
Gonna bring it out. Gets about out to the 20, maybe the 21. About where he'd have got it if he'd have just fair caught it.
Tavian Tyree, 19 yards.
Coach Otang probably had a word with his offense on the sideline trying to get this squared away. He wants that first drive again. There's the handoff. Great run by Hustle. Going to pick up almost 10. Must be 9 3/4. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Hey, between Dolph and Austin, we're going to have 2 great backs in this game here.
That's right. I'm interested to see, who really establishes, because generally speaking, you pick one kind of part of your offense and you try to establish that and use that as the main weapon. Looks like Just Chill and San Diego State are going for the passing side. Baylor looks like they're going for the run, though, opposite of what I thought going in. What does that change for you?
It's I know it's still the same. Just whoever they get the ball to the most and who they involve in the game plan. It's still I believe the same outcome.
Going to bring a receiver in motion. Probably should have left him up there because nobody was up there with him. But they're going to hand it off to Doff for the first, guaranteeing that first down. Not a bad call.
Yeah, we had a little read option there. Quarterback had the perfect read and gave it to Doff for the first down.
When in doubt, hand it out. Oh, taking that shot. Got a man wide open. There was nobody. You had two defenders 5 yards behind him just kind of standing there. Look at this replay if it shows it. Look, they're back there. They're not covering anybody.
Yeah, man, it's some confusion in it back there in the secondary. They got to get it together, man.
Two people thought they had had the same assignment, I think.
Yeah, they both was in the flats.
This is a handoff to Hustle. Hustle going to power up the middle. San Diego State and Coach Otang said they can run, so can we.
Yeah, man, we see some great vision there from Dolph to get those 6 yards.
Going to bring out trips to the top, tight end to the bottom. Changes the play at the line.
Ooh,
throws up wide open. Can he get in? Just misses it. Looks like he's probably going to be on the one, Donovan Jones.
Come on, Donovan. You got to lower your shoulder. You got to want it bad there, man.
Long arm are already over 100 yards passing. Probably a hustle run. Nope. Not sure what happened there. The defender just quit playing football and Just Chill said, "Thank you very much. I'll take a touchdown."
Yes, indeed. Just chill. Saying just chill. I got this.
Going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
To see San Diego State up 14-0. We know how that happens.
The fans are chanting "sellout," referring to the defensive back who apparently sold out on that play and decided not to cover.
Yeah, one thing I can say about Nathan Noble, he's a heck of a returner, whether it's punt or kick return. He's getting great field position for his offense.
Here we go. Base set 2x2. What is Coach Cowboy call here? The read. It's always a good play, except for Bryce Walker gets absolutely smashed by the corner.
Yeah, man, he got demolished there by Trevor Hauser, sophomore cornerback.
Yeah, that was ugly for Bryce. He might be looking for which guy is the guy he's actually supposed to throw it to because he sees multiples. As he hands off to Wilson for 10 yards. I'll get it out eventually.
Hey, man, that was a great run by Wilson. He had help from his pulling guard, but his pulling guard didn't block a soul, but he was in space, so it kind of helped him.
Sometimes it's not about being good, it's about being lucky. Sunseri for 7. Going to bring up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, man, that was a nice slant route by Sunseri there to get those 7 yards.
What up, Exodus? Shout out. I've already been drawn and claimed. Good try, though. Handoff. Oh, they catch him in the backfield. Austin Wilson loses 1, brings up 3rd and 5.
Tackle for loss by Tiger Band. All right, Tiger Band.
Going to come out in the single back. Ooh, a little bit of formation miscommunication. The halfback almost cost him there. He stayed just a little too close.
Yeah, man. On San Diego State had solid coverage there. They gave up their first down.
Can't always get the best blocking guys for running backs. Can't all have Rashad Watson.
8-yard reception. Chris Sunseri. As we made it to the end of the first quarter. San Diego State 14, Baylor 7.
So now we're going to look at first downs are pretty even. What do we see going forward?
It looks like Baylor has a little momentum going here into the second quarter, so we might see a 14-14 game.
3-yard screen. We need a prediction to come up. Who do we think is going to be winning at the half? I'm interested to see what the crowd thinks.
It can go either way at this point. And look
It
at that.
It is what it is. Bryce Walker picking up all the points. Shad, you have been drawn.
Awesome, appreciate that. But look at Bryce Walker coming out with a little option. I was hoping he was going to pitch it.
Vegeta's in the chat saying not TCU. Not sure what he's referring to.
Of course.
We would definitely, if he's referring to who would have the lead, it definitely will not be us because we're not playing.
Austin with 8 rushes for 37 yards. Not bad at all.
Got to come out and trips to the top. Fake the handoff on the read. Got plenty of space. That's an easy walk-in for Bryce Walker, and Shad called it. It's going to be 14-14 pending the extra point.
And that was a great read by Bryce there for that touchdown. Anybody could have scored that.
Sure, I could have scored that in real life.
Not so fast.
Whoa! All I can think about is it looks like this right here.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Not that guy.
Just not that guy.
Uh-oh.
San Diego State with a quick answer. Oh, Dolph Hustle almost takes it all the way back. I don't know who that was that made the tackle, but whoever it was, get them some points. Number 7, ankle tackle.
Come on, Dolph. Got to pick the feet up, man. But you're going to get it back. I believe in you.
Shoestring tackle. He thought he was home free.
I did too, man. It happens. Did you see Donovan Jones for the 2-yard reception?
It'd be interesting to see here. 3 trips to the top. Screen throw. Gets caught in the traffic. Manages to get out. That's going to be a face mask.
Look at the look.
Face mask. Defense.
They got lucky there with that face mask because they
they
weren't going
did.
anywhere.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Automatic first down.
Because that was tough. Gonna zone read again. Shakes off a man, and that's the only thing that saved Hustle there. Hustle stretching out. Careful with that ball, or Hustle. Long armor stretching out for the first. Careful with that ball, young man. Those tend to get knocked out, but I like it.
That's a big boy there, man. Breaking tackle, stiff arm, and to get the extra yards after contact. Look.
Now they come into a passing formation. He throws. Got him, man, but overthrows him. Gonna bring up 3rd and 2.
He felt that pressure, man, so he got rid of it very quickly.
Here comes the I formation. A Dolph Hustle dive, maybe? Nope.
Ooh.
That's what I thought it was. It's a Dolph Hustle underneath halfback curl.
Yeah, nice little play action to the check down. It was there.
4 receptions for -1 yards.
Those screens, man.
They will kill you. Underneath, that's just chill for 8. Spread the ball around really well.
Just chill has been automatic, man. 5 receptions, 95 yards, and 2 tutties. He's that go-to guy right now.
Interested to see what happens here going forward with them. Oh, great throwaway. I know you're not happy with that play call, but that was a fantastic throwaway.
Man, he did some Patrick Mahomes there with the sidearm throw.
That really probably should have been intentional grounding. Hustle up the middle. Nobody there. Hustle dives. Going to get it at the 1. I thought he almost had it.
You got to give him that one. He was in there. But hey, give it to him one more time. You have to, right?
I know my running back wouldn't dive. He just bowled through some people.
Yeah, he's crazy like that. Oh, the jet sweep.
Just chill. Just chill now has 2 receiving touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown.
Look, I guarantee you, nobody saw that jet sweep coming on the 1 yard line. Nobody.
No.
Man, great call there, San Diego State.
I am 100% selling out on the Dolph Hustle stop there.
Wow.
Because I mean that's what I think that's what I'm calling.
Oh yeah, they definitely pulled that one out of their back pocket, man. Austin Wilson.
Now,
so far, man, this is a good game so far, man. I'm loving it.
This may be a absolute gunslinger. I really wouldn't have thought that coming into this game either. I would have thought they'd have both burnt some clock. There's the screen again by Baylor, and he just refusing to go down 8 yards for Wilson.
He said, I'm going to get yards one way or another. There's no denying that. So great job there, Wilson.
Fantastic job. Here we go. Handoff up the middle. Picks up 1, Austin Wilson.
That's a team of 1 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1. Here we go. Tight right. 3 down.
Going to come out in the single back. Hands off. Picks up plenty of yards. Baylor's going to get a first, and they're all of a sudden driving.
Yep, it's Austin Wilson is knocking on the door for 50 yards so far.
Going to put the fullback / tight end in motion, hand it off away to the weak side now. Picks up about 4.
You know, I love the way Baylor is using their up back in the running game. You know, he's getting some good blocks.
Yeah, I mean, that guy's very important. We wouldn't be the same if we didn't have ours. If we didn't have Colin McDowell having selflessly switched to fullback, we wouldn't be the same either.
Absolutely, fullbacks are very important.
He doesn't get a lot of love all the time, but there's the read option or the zone read. Walker picks up 9 and a first.
Yep. Hey, Walker's doing pretty good on these reads. I haven't seen him make a mistake yet.
As Shad curses him from the box.
It was not intentional.
So it's going to be real interesting to see what happens now.
That's a great interception there by Jeff Jefferson, sophomore cornerbacks.
Making good reads, but maybe not great passes apparently. 100% on Shad.
Yeah, I would take the blame. That is okay with me.
Hustle picks up negative yardage on that one. They read that Baylor pissed at Shad. They're taking it out on Hustle.
They're taking it out on somebody. Ooh.
Oh, didn't even block him. He had him blocked. Hustle just let him go. Watch. Or it wasn't Hustle, whoever 89 is.
That wasn't a good read. He should have just gave it to Hustle and get the yards.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now you got to throw it deep, and they do. And he's got a guy, but Baylor, Zaire Webb the second, almost with the pick there.
Yeah, man. Zaire said, I'm not going to get burnt 3 times in one game, so he made up for the other 2 touchdowns there.
Still a lot of game time left. And Shad just refusing to stop cursing Baylor.
Hey, man.
Shad took that purple Baylor comment to heart. Like he hates Baylor now.
You know, hate is a strong word, man.
But not quite strong enough, he said. Baylor comes out. There's the read again.
Oh.
read it right. He just went back into the mess. If he'd have just took off outside, he had it.
Maybe he saw something we didn't see, man, and forced him to go back inside. You never know.
He saw a ghost is what he saw. Throws underneath, got a man. He cuts upfield, going to pick up the first, I think. Yep. House 10 Wilson.
House 10 Wilson. Houston. Okay.
Houston, maybe?
Maybe. Who knows?
I bet it's Houston. Going to read this time and give it away to Austin Wilson. He gets one, though.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't want to state the obvious. You think the Wilson brothers, you think they're related? I mean, you think they're brothers?
They might be. I'm not sure, though. There's the read again. This time the corner blitz catches him. If it had been any other time, it would have been okay, but the corner blitzing in kind of cost him on that one.
Yeah, man, that was a perfect time to call that corner blitz.
Trips to the top of your screen. Man underneath, throws over the middle, got a man wide open, uncovered. Houston Wilson, 25 yards.
And great job by the quarterback to be patient and wait in the pocket for his man to get open there.
Absolutely. Two by two single back, gonna do the draw up the middle. Pick up -2 yards on that one. Probably not the best call.
Man, to me, draws is equivalent to a screen. You know, it's a hit or miss.
I hate the draw. Most of the time it misses. Baylor throws over the middle again. What a window. Sinceri catches it. I can't believe he even got that one in there.
And that was great coverage by the DB there. So, like you said, great pass and great concentration by the receiver to hold on to it.
Steps back, plenty of time, throws off his back foot. Dangerous throw, but catches it.
How?
I have no idea. Dangerous throw.
Hey, great catch by Hunter Jackson for 19 yards.
Hands off up the middle. That's an easy touchdown for Wilson.
Man, that was a great drive all around. And we had also amazing catches and great runs. So, great drive, Baylor.
Gonna tie it up at 21 with 1:15. San Diego State, all 3 timeouts, plenty of time to make something happen. Field position would be nice here, fielding it at the 1. Gets it way out, or at the goal line.
Yep, San Diego State 3 timeouts, 1:11 remaining. They can, plenty of time.
Single back, gonna throw it. Takes too long though, and gets sacked for 7.
Yeah, as you saw, he sacked from. I just hit him a little. Sophomore defensive end.
He definitely just hit him a little. Donovan Jones picks 11 back up, making it 3rd and 5, which is manageable.
Yeah, as you see, San Diego State coming out here with the no huddle tempo.
Gonna hand it off on the draw. 4th and 2. Baylor gonna take their own timeout and try to get a shot off.
Definitely not the drive they expected there.
There's the punt. Not going to be the greatest field position to try to take a shot, but you're going to have at least a couple of plays to take a shot at it. And if San Diego State calls some timeouts, you have a couple extra.
Absolutely. And maybe this is why Baylor decided to receive at halftime for this moment right here.
If they did, it was a good call.
Wow.
What a throw. Plenty of time. He got out of bounds. 10 seconds. You got time to run a play and still call a timeout if you need to for the Here we go. Oh, he did not get out of bounds. You better snap it and throw.
Don't get sacked. Wow.
He almost got sacked by his own lineman.
And the long field goal here.
It's up. It's good. That's going to give Baylor. Oh, they got 1 second. You know what happens with 1 second in college football?
Anything is possible, man.
I'd squib this one and make him return it. Wouldn't even give him the option to fair catch it. But he catches it. So this is it. Runs into the traffic and gets about 20, but it's not going to be enough. All right, Shad, going to the half. What are your thoughts here? What have you liked so far? What have you not liked so far?
You know, I like the movement of the ball on both ends. You know, so we see San Diego State come out passing the ball a lot, getting Just Chill involved. Down Baylor, we see Baylor getting Austin Wilson involved in the run game. So, you know, complete opposite from what we started out with. But the score 24-21 Baylor, you know, it's kind of what we expected. So going into the third quarter, it's anybody's game.
You like me earlier. We'll get it out eventually. Words are hard, okay? Words are hard.
Hey, man, you know, playing running back, man, you get hit a lot, man, so you stutter. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm basically a running back at the quarterback position.
Absolutely.
Tell of the tape here, very similar games. Baylor's had the ball a little bit more, but they've had that one turnover, which I think is the difference and is what is keeping them kind of closer than they want to be in this game. So it's anybody's ball game. I mean, 3 points, Baylor's going to get it. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm actually looking forward to see if Baylor is going to continue to run it or they're just going to, you know, pass it a lot more here.
I mean, I say go with what's worked so far. And right now, the zone read, and then you zone read them to death, and then find that open receiver over the middle. Good return, going to get him out to almost a 35. Two-back set. Fullback in motion.
As you see Coach Otang with some words of encouragement for his team in the chat here, man.
Going to pick up 5, bring it up second and manageable. Single back, 2x2. The read, there it is. But this time, no blocking on the outside is going to force him to only gain 2.
Third down.
Tiger Band with another tackle that gets him 6 for tonight.
Single back. Plenty of room to run there for Austin Wilson. Picks up 12 in a first.
Great vision.
These teams both came to play tonight.
Yeah, man. You know, they're getting everyone involved.
I mean, and as a player, that's all you can really ask for. Bryce Walker tries to pick it up on his own, picks up 2, second and 8.
That makes it second and 8.
Tiger Band again for another tackle.
Another run by Walker. And San Diego's defense just looks lost at who to cover here. Like, they don't know who to cover on the run. And then when they finally decide we're just going to cover them both, they pick them apart in the secondary.
Yeah, man, Baylor is using a lot of misdirection in this run game right now.
Yeah, and that's really helping them out there.
That'll bring up second and 11.
As you see, San Diego State actually make a stop here on this drive for that short yardage.
Throws underneath. Picked off. One man. No tackle. Can they catch him? Or is he taking it the whole way? Oh, they catch him at the 7.
Man, come on, Trevor. You got to take that to the house, my guy. But great play. Great play all around.
Yeah, I'm sure he regrets running worried about who's going to catch him.
Yeah, man, that's what happens when you look back to see who's behind you. You get caught.
San Diego State, great field position. Rolls out, throws underneath. That would be the one and only Just Chill, if I'm not mistaken.
Chill. Yep. 6 receptions for 100 yards for Just Chill. And I believe 3 touchdowns.
I mean, it's definitely working in his favor. The handoff, the read. Baylor does not fall for it. They said, we're the zone read team. He's going to lose 4.
Yeah, man. Baylor brought 3 guys off the edge. 2 got picked up and 1 got through. You know, that's the key. Bring more than they can block.
Play what got you here, guys. Don't get too creative. Just because it works for them doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Underneath throw. There it is. Donovan Jones, 6 yards and a tutty.
Donovan Jones to the house.
That's like the 6th lead change in this game so far.
Man, and it will not be the last.
I agree. I do not think so. Going to make it 28-24, 4-point game.
You know, now we see if Baylor can have short-time memory and come back and bounce back after that turnover.
You can't hang your head too much on that one. That was kind of one of those weird interceptions that, like, it happened, but, I mean, it was just a great play by him.
Absolutely.
As you can see, they're still leading in total yardage and first downs. Going to come out in the 2 tight end set, it looks like. Plenty of blockers. Plenty of time, too. Throws deep, but I think he hit his hand as he was throwing on one of those linemen getting pushed back into his lap.
Yeah, man, he may need to check his hand out. I'm pretty sure it's hurting right now.
Yeah, no doubt. There's the fake sweep. Trying to run the triple option out of it. Loses 2, though.
Yeah, there was some confusion back there.
This is not where you want to be. This is the problem with those deep passes early on 1st and 2nd down, is it leaves you in 3rd and trouble. Now they got to throw it. Going to throw the screen. Got blockers out there. They just got to block some people. They block a few people. Austin Wilson makes some people miss. Going to make 4th and 3. He did everything he could.
Bouncing around like a pinball.
That's all you can ask for. They're going to force him to punt it out. San Diego State going to be on their side of the 50 for the first time in the half.
Dalposa, 13-yard return.
Going to bring out the super tight, 2 tight end, heavy run to that side formation. Baylor sees it too and does not let him get anywhere.
Hey, he got 1 yard out of it. You know, that's all he could get.
Kudos to him for getting that 1 yard, because they sold out coming to get him. If there'd been anybody running routes, they'd have been open. Fake handoff, underneath throw to the out route. That's Tavian Tyree for 8. Is that his first catch? It is.
Yep. Okay, Tyree. I actually like that play call.
Oh, great play call. Trips. Going to hand it off on the draw. He lowers his shoulder, picks up none, and forces them to now decide, are they in no man's land and go for it? They are not. They are going to punt it.
Man, I bet Dolph wants that one back, man. I feel like he lowered his shoulder too early and lost momentum.
I agree.
Okay. 6-yard return, Nathan Noble.
Now we're going to see what Baylor decides to do here after they traded punts. Throws the tunnel screen.
3-yard, Houston Wilson. Hey, man, Bryce Walker has to be careful on those tunnel screens.
Well, the tunnel screen's not the one you got to worry about. It's that true screen where the receiver's just standing out there is the problem. Yeah. Throws over the middle, got his man, Wilson, 21 yards. He snuck out of the backfield and went to get that one.
Yeah, man, they saw a mismatch, man. Just hit it. Great call.
Just proving how dynamic Wilson can be, both in the passing game and the running game. We don't know what passes are at TCU. Ooh, handoff, plenty of room. Nobody touches him till the deep secondary, and he runs both of them over. Luckily, somebody else came in to help with that.
As you see the stats there for Austin, 92 yards.
Encroaching on 100.
18 rushes. Not bad at all.
Can't get mad at it. Gonna hand it off again. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. 8 more.
Hey, man, 100 yards for the day, century mark. Got to thank your O-line up front. They're blocking, making holes for Austin right now.
Absolutely. Gonna go back to the well. This time, not quite enough, but 3rd and inches. Pretty much a Austin Wilson run and catch here, and you're good. Or run and catch. Run and one. That's what they do. And he crushes the linebacker. I think it was the linebacker actually had him in the backfield, but he got absolutely smoked.
Yeah, man. 55, Cody Lawrence, linebacker. You cannot let that happen to you.
No. You're supposed to be the guy who hits the hardest on the field. There's the zone read. Plenty of space. Walker takes it in. 14 yards untouched.
Man, Walker pretty much walked in the end zone. There was nobody around him.
Yeah, he did. I mean, there was nobody there. Going to make it a 31-28 game, barring the extra point. And there it is.
And what did we say? Another lead change?
That would be like number 8, I think. Here's the kickoff. The fireworks, they came out tonight. Defenses were not required for this game. Going to come out in the single back trips. They're going to go to Dolph and try to do the same thing up the middle, but lose one.
Tackle for loss by Bajon. Bajon Berserker. I don't know.
Bjorn Berserker?
I don't know.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Here comes the dive again, but this time he gets 5. Going to make it 3rd and 6.
As you see the numbers for Dolph there, 11 rushes, 42 yards.
Two by two single back, screen throw. Throws underneath, got a blocker. Can he make one man miss? Does.
There we go.
Outruns 2 more, but they get him by the shoestrings after 18, but that's enough for a first.
Hey, man, if I'm the coach for San Diego State, I'm praising Dolph right now because he made a play out of nothing. And that's what you want out of an athlete on your team.
Cannot coach effort. You either got it or you don't. Heavy back or heavy tight end set, and just does not. I don't know if they blitzed the house and everybody just got caught up and that dude ran free, but nobody touched him. He didn't cover the tight end out of the backfield or anything, and he just went straight after Long Armor, and Long Armor met him face to face when he turned around.
Yeah, man. That was actually a great stunt that they called there.
3 by 2. Throws up. Got a man. Throws under. He's got a little bit of a run. 13 yards, but it's only going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That makes it 3rd and 7.
As you see, both running backs getting involved in the passing game heavily.
Throws underneath. Has a man, but just misses.
He had time. There was no pressure. I don't know. You got to get that one back.
Going to punt it. Baylor's going to have a shot here to extend for the first time. Good return by Baylor. Nathan Noble, 13. Going to come out in the 2 by 1 with a tight end top of your screen. quick screen out there. That's the dangerous screen. Chris Sunseri for 0.
No gain. That makes it 2nd and
Great,
10.
great tackle there by Robert Ivory, freshman safety.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those, though. He jumps that route. There it is again. See, he jumped at that time. That's a dangerous throw, and it's almost always a pick 6 if he can stay on his feet when he catches it.
Absolutely. As you see Robert Ivory again with a great play.
2x2 again. Almost guaranteed to be a throw. Throws way deep. Man, there. Oh, my God. I thought he caught it. Going to bring up 4th and 10, though.
Yeah, man, they tried to go top, man, and to hit Hunter Jackson there, but he was not able to come down with it.
Going to force the punt. You're going to trade punts. Usually they trade punts and then both score.
See, Dolph Hustle, 11-yard return.
San Diego State going to come out and try to take the momentum back, they hope. Heavy set. Tight end in motion. It'll be 2 tight ends at the top. Fake the handoff. Everybody stays in the block. 2 receivers out. A million years to throw it. Unfortunately, only 2 wide receivers out there, though.
Which is crazy. I mean, that's what happens when you have match protection.
I mean, he had all day. Single tight end top of your screen. He's going to go out. Everybody goes out. They throw underneath. He's got that tight end. That's Jet Turner for 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
You know, this 3rd down here just got to be one of their bread and butter plays here, man, to get across this 50-yard line.
Absolutely. This is something you practice a lot. Throw underneath, and it's broke up. Long armor is going to bring up, or long armor's incompletion is going to bring up 4th and 5. Going to force the punt again.
Yeah, man, as we saw a great stop there by Brian Eiselman.
There's the punt. He returns it, runs over, just running over. Noble's just running people over everywhere.
And it's actually great awareness by Nobles to actually field a punt and get some more yards there.
Yeah, get some decent position. Oh, no. That was not Walker's best decision throwing the ball.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Single back 2x2. This has been a screen in the past. Not this time. Plenty of time. Walker steps up in the pocket. What pocket awareness. Wow. Can we talk about the fact that he felt the pressure, stepped up, put his lineman back in position to block, and then makes a dime throw for a 1st down.
Absolutely, man. And great job by the receiver to come back to the ball, you know, and get open.
Fakes the handoff. Gonna pull it and go. That's gonna bring up the end of the 3rd. You know what that means.
Man, let's get these 4s in the chat, man. Let us see it. Man, shout out to Dodger Life. Shout out to Slater. Shout out to I Am Just Shot. XABC 90. The list goes on. Tyrell Skywalker.
Gonna bring up 3rd and 4 after that keeper.
Let's go. Green 9.
Underneath. Wow. Hunter Jackson with the big stiff arm. 8 yards.
And how do you leave that guy wide open like that?
I'm not sure. Underneath, 3-yard rush brings up 2nd and 7. In great field position to extend the lead to at least 7 or 6. Fakes the handoff. The read, plenty of space, runs over a couple of people. Good job.
As you see, Bryce Rocker, great numbers on the ground. 20 rushes, 88 yards. He's knocking on the door for 100 as well.
Split back. Both go out. Screen pass.
Oh,
Hit as he throws. Goes nowhere. Brings up 2nd and 10.
yeah, man, that was a good throwaway there because no telling what was going to happen.
Third and 7 coming up. Inside the red zone, though. Snap the ball. Throws it out of the back to Austin Wilson. He's going to pick up a 4 yards, but it's going to still leave 4th and 3.
Yeah, man, great stop by that defense to force them to 3 here.
Got to make it a 6-point game now. 7 minutes left. This has been an absolute slugfest.
To me, I feel like whoever has the ball last is who's going to win.
Very well could be. Hustle 20 yards. Come out, trips to the bottom of your screen. Watch that formation. Quick throw underneath in a version of a Turner screen to Jet Turner for 7.
Okay, not bad at all. He snuck out of there.
Yeah, you don't hate it for sure. The tight end tunnel. Heavy run set, 2 tight ends. And it goes right up the middle where nobody is for some reason.
The off hustle, 11 yards.
First down.
3-by-1, single back. Handoff up the middle. Good pick up 6, bring up 2nd and 4.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Double tight. 4 down. 91 is the mic.
Just throws it away.
All right, as you see, San Diego State come out for this 3rd and 4 here.
Fakes the handoff, shakes off a man. That's a dangerous throw. Almost a house call by June Johnson.
Man, that was scary.
91 is the mic.
More scary than it should have been. Throws underneath, got a man. That would be just chill, and he's running up the sideline for 26.
Call it again at 27 yards.
And hey, if you're gonna go for it big, man. That's great call.
Baylor gonna have to. Their backs against the wall here, wanting to hold them to 3. Big tight end set, tight end in motion, gonna overload the right side. Fake the handoff at the middle, throw, looking for his man wide open, and he was out of the back of the end zone.
Ooh, talk about game of inches, man. You gotta have that one back.
Yeah, that was too good to be true.
Donovan Jones, 7-yard reception.
Gonna bring up 3rd and 3.
Tight end left. 4 down. Check 91. 91 is the mic.
Go for the pass instead of the run. Throws it away. 4th and 3, forcing the field goal. Or do you go for it here? They're going. I like it.
Hey, they said they did it once. Why not do it again?
Yeah, they're not wrong. It worked out for them, too. Works again. Just chill. Automatic, like you said.
Hey,
10
man,
yards.
just chill is coming in clutch and making plays when needed the most, man.
That's all you want him to do.
Ooh.
Dolph hustle with the run. Still on his feet. 10 yards, going to bring up second and inches.
And that was that draw. Hey, they did not see it coming.
Held on to it for a minute. And why did he go outside? All Hustle has to do is take 2 steps forward, and it's a touchdown.
Run
and they have the
directly.
lead again.
Run directly behind your fullback.
Always follow the blocker.
It's
That time he followed the blocker.
Okay. Good run by Dolph Hustle there for the touchdown. He pretty much told his coach, "Give it to me again. I'm going to get it this time."
He said, "My bad, coach. I thought you called the outside power run, and I quickly realized you didn't. But this time I am."
It's Baylor. Go ahead.
I was going to say Baylor now to respond. Oh! If he cuts that, if he takes one cut to the left, he's gone.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down. Mike 55.
Heavy set. He's gonna follow his blocker, but his blocker leads. Oh, but he stays on his feet. Bounces off. He's still going. He's gonna. Oh my gosh! To the 30. He almost made a house call out of that.
How does that happen? That's a great running ability there, man.
He only actually got touched by that one dude. He just ran through everybody else.
Yeah, never. His feet kept moving the entire time.
Can't even be mad about it. It was a really good throw, a really good run. And oh my gosh! Who is this man? Who is this man?
To the house, Austin Wilson. Yeah, man, he's 30-yard touchdown run. He's balling right now, man.
Austin Wilson's just running and talking to the defenders.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Just running them over. You are not that guy. You better bring somebody else to this game to stop me from running the ball. Nathan Noble with the acrobatics. Did you see that?
Wow. He didn't even have to do that, but he did it anyway.
Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that.
Man.
That has got to be the greatest catch I've ever seen. For no reason, the tuck and roll, the barrel roll to catch it.
Yeah.
All right, what's San Diego State going to do now? What's their plan here?
Who knows? Just chill. Get him the ball.
That's what I do. Down 7. Richard's going to pick up 1. Surprised they even got that 1.
Hey, man, just trying to get Richard involved. Pretty much. That's all. He's been blocking this entire game.
There's the handoff to Hustle, and Hustle says, I can run people over too. Watch this.
Yes, indeed.
9 yards. Third down.
Man left. 4 down. 91.
Come out in the trips there, chop your screen. Time not a factor just yet.
Uh-oh.
Hustle with a big run again, 12 yards. If I'm both teams, I am just pounding the middle saying, stop me.
I mean, because look, it's there. The middle is open.
The whole time.
But that works too. Tavian Tyree, 6 yards, reception.
Now I'm going back to Hustle. Halfback dive. Hitting that A gap saying, stop me if you can. Are you that guy?
Especially if you come out pre-snap and you see the defense is in whatever front they're in, why not just run it?
Absolutely.
Like now, give it to him.
This has the opportunity to actually be the game of the week. I have faith for us, but I'm just saying.
That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches.
There is no play call here except for handing the ball to Dolph Hustle.
Oh my goodness.
The triple option is not what I said. You hand the ball to Hustle. Go for it again. Yeah, absolutely. You're 2 for 2. They ain't stopped you yet. Now hand the ball to Dolph Hustle. That's the play caller. There is nothing else.
Follow your fullback here, Dolph.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, that is not it.
Oh, my God.
That is not it.
Ooh. We did not see that coming.
San Diego State, we're going to have to talk about this. Coach Otang, we got to talk about this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he done broke probably 10 clipboards at this point.
He's broke something.
Fumble. Oh.
Booth review. This is going to determine how many yards he lost or gained.
And of course, Otang, he's saying that his receiver got that first down on that play, but there was no review.
Yeah, but Coach Otang, if you just hand the ball up the middle, it doesn't matter.
It does not matter. He even give it to your fullback there on that play.
I mean, crap. Anything.
Alrighty.
But what you did.
Somebody calling San Diego State the Seahawks.
Oh, that's tough. San Diego State burning those timeouts now to try to keep it close. Those under how do you leave the underneath open? How do you do that?
Somebody blew their assignment.
I mean, but let's talk about the fact that you got to give San Diego State coming into this game. Are they 0-7 right now?
I am not.
No,
sure.
1-6. 1-6 versus Baylor's 3-4. Heavy underdogs by all accounts, and they came and showed they were ready to play. Now Baylor can just slowly drain this clock away from them.
And what's crazy, San Diego State, they was in this game the entire time. They never lost control. Even when they fell behind, they still was in it.
Absolutely.
So we know what happens after QB kneel.
I don't know that they will kneel it. Oh, they are. And that's going to do it, guys. But this was a fantastic first game. Kudos to Coach Otang. Kudos to Coach Cowboy. Great game plans by both of you. You both exposed each other. And it was just a great game. And we all enjoyed it and had a blast. Final words, Shad.
I mean, just same thing you said, man. Great job by both teams. Nobody gave up. It can show that anybody can win at any given time, man. So great performance all around.
So that's going to do it for Game 1 here on the ECFL. Stay tuned. Game 2 coming up next. As always, stay elite.